Welcome back to the Jam, everybody. So cannabis is America's fastest growing industry, with legalization spreading like wildfire and billions of dollars to be made. For some people, the line between legal and illegal business could be, well, a bit hazy. Joining us now is the author of America's Green Rush, Cannabis Capital and Commercial Real Estate, Pete Asmus, to clear things up for us. So, Pete, thank you very much for being here today.
Absolutely, man. I love it.
You're very astutely dressed with the green tie on.
Yes.
I see what you're doing there, brother.
Thank you.
I like that. So let's talk about the difference, first and foremost, with recreational as opposed to medical marijuana.
Sure. Well, when you're talking about recreational, you're typically going to be talking about, it's kind of like alcohol, right? You got to be over 21. But when you're talking about medical, there's a much grayer line. For instance, in Virginia, it was only allowed for one form of epilepsy, and now it's actually for just about anything relating to medical needs.
Which is great because you hear so many people, sick folk, talk about the impact positively that this had on them, but there's such a negative connotation out there to marijuana and its use.
Right.
So let's talk about the states that currently offer or allow medical and recreational marijuana.
Well, the rush is on, right? And that's really the way. It's a rush.
Yeah.
You've got California. Basically, if you look at the whole entire West Coast, you've got it covered. Now, what Colorado was really unique.
Just to interrupt you really quick there, as you see Illinois is on there, it's a red state, which means medical marijuana is broadly legalized.
Correct.
Continue.
Correct.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. And if you're checking it out, when you look at Colorado, around it, right, you have a lot of non-recreational, which made it almost like an island state. So when you're talking about the difference between medical and recreational and how it's kind of crossing and rushing across the United States, you're looking at a real opportunity that we've never had before, and putting this genie back in the bottle isn't going to happen.
It's really not. So where do you think legalization is going federally? You kind of touched on it a little bit there.
I did. Well, that's because you're really looking at probably the next election, presidential election. This is going to be one of the key things on it if Trump doesn't take care of it before then. I mean, there's no way, again,
so this administration, as you see it, they are definitely on your guys' side trying to push this thing forward, or is it, again, hazy a little bit?
It's hazy. The thing about Trump that I like is he's about money, right? And you're looking at California, you're talking about the 6th largest economy in the world at this point. And you're looking at, it's already in the first 3 months made $33 billion in revenue.
So let's talk about that money. How would this affect people trying to make that kind of money here in Illinois?
Well, in Illinois, you've got an election, I believe, coming up in November, right? You're going to probably have this on the ballot because you've got 74% of Chicago wants it, and 70% of Illinois as a whole wants it on, wants to legalize it recreational.
So is that enough to push this thing through then?
I mean, 70% should be, right? You think that from a public standpoint, yes. But right now, what they can do is they can invest in either medical, they can get involved in that aspect of it, or they can go ahead and invest in funds. They can invest in businesses that are in different states that have legalized it recreational and get on that bandwagon.
Pete, in 10 seconds or less, what would you say to those people who are staunchly opposed to the idea of legalizing this? How would you combat that notion?
I would say to simply look at the fact that it's already happening, it's going on, and if you want to be able to capitalize on that and take it away from the drug runners, take it away from the cartels, and put it into your communities like Colorado, then you really need to take a deeper look at what this can do.
Pete Asmus, very good stuff right there. Very timely issue, one that's not going away anytime soon.
No.
It'll be interesting to see how this one develops moving forward. Pete, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We got it done. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're looking to make money off the Green Rush, you can get a copy of Peter's book by heading to PeteAsmus.com. Oh, I didn't know the sleeve tattoos right there, brother. Okay, I see you, Pete. Let's check in now again with John Hanson.